So basically with my layers here, what I do is I do a sketch, then on a new layer I outline it. You don't ever want to outline, go over it on the same layer, ever. Be sure to lock your layers too, so you don't accidentally draw on them. I do it sometimes, so anyway, you have your sketch layer, and then you have an inked layer, which is dark outline. And what I do is duplicate the dark outline and just put it under the outline layer, and then I call that layer, the new one, which is under the outline layer, I call that the colors layer. And you got to make sure it's under it, and then you pretty much just fill the colors layer, pieces of her face and whatever, everything, with the paint bucket tool. And that's the easiest way to color in, I think, and probably the quickest as well. It's better than just like going in and painting, because all you have to do is trim the rest and pretty much touch up the missing spots inside the sections. Otherwise you're like coloring the entire thing and it takes longer. It's a time saver basically. Basically just filling it in. Just remember to keep your colors layer under your outline layer, because if it's on top, the colors will bleed out of the outline if you keep filling up that section of the body. So just be sure to do that. Keep it under your outline. And I'm just, of course, playing with all those colors, and it's a mix and match thing. And remember, with like the fur thing, her fur subcape with the white, you actually have to fill that in with white. Because if you don't, it'll just be like, with this background, it's like a greenish color. It'll be green. It's transparent. So you have to remember to fill that in too if you're using like a white background. So anyway, pretty much done with the colors here. And I played around with her pupils a little. Adding the shadows pretty much. I may not have done this correctly. I'm still new to shadows and all that. It's tricky business. But just think of your light source, and I may have even got this wrong. So it's all in time. Just think. It looks like what I did here is my light source is coming from the right side of the page and casting forward to her. So just gotta think it out. Like, will this create a shadow? Will that? Will this? Will that? And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's my Chibi Korra. And I hope this tutorial helped you. And as for animating, like, this is the good thing with like a Photoshop or GIMP. You just put the mouth on a separate layer, and you just can get rid of that, you can make multiple mouths. Say one's open, one's closed, like that. Just put the mouse on a different layer, and you make it a JPEG, which is basic picture bitmap image. So just like if you're making an animation, all you have to have is those two mouths, maybe a third one or something if you want to get a little more complex, but just 2 or 3 JPEGs, and they're exactly the same, no movement aside from the mouse, and it'll make it look like she's talking. I mean, and that's one way of doing that. Just put the mouth on a different layer. If you've seen my Dova King animation, I know it's not that popular, but that's what I did with the Dova King character, my Skyrim guy. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped you. If you have questions, just leave it in the comment section, and I'll respond to you guys. And let me know what you thought. And if you have a place where you posted your Chibi, Korra, let me see it. I'd love to see it. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you.